video. Today, I'm so excited. This is a makeup tag, and as far as I know, and I've tried to look it up, but as far as I know, I'm the first one that's come out with this. At least I hope I am. But this tag, I was just so inspired to do one of my favorite YouTuber looks. So that is what this tag is. This is do your favorite YouTubers their most watched makeup tutorial. And this is a makeup tag, so hopefully we get it spread around and get it going. In this video, I decided to do Lauren Curtis, and I decided to do her video, the Natural Prom Makeup Tutorial. She had like 9.9 million views on this video, and it is her most watched makeup tutorial. So that's why I went with Lauren Curtis. I love her. I've been watching her for years. I've been subscribed to her for years. She is just gorgeous. She's got a beautiful attitude. She is gorgeous herself. She has no flaws on her skin. I don't know how she does it, but this is a more natural look. Usually I'm full glam, you know. But you know what? This is such a beautiful look and just natural and laid back. And it was so fast and easy to do. And Lauren, she has got a very unique way of how she does her makeup. But she is so interesting to watch, and I encourage everybody to take a look at her video. Take a look at this video that I'm doing. I'm recreating her look. But I'm so ready to get out there. I've got so much more ideas for my channel. And I'm just so ready. Help me grow this channel, guys. You know, be part of my YouTube family. Let's have some fun. Let's get out there and do fun videos, just whatever. And leave in the comments down below, you know, what kind of videos do y'all want to see me do? You know, I'll read every single one of my comments, and I try to write every single person back. I love interacting with my viewers. I mean, y'all are the ones that keep me coming back on. I mean, I just love it. You're family to me. You're home to me. So you know what? Let's go ahead and jump into the video. Hey, are y'all ready to get started? I sure am. I'm so excited to do this video, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, as far as I know, Lauren Curtis, I don't have most of what she's got, so we are going to dupe it with some other stuff. It's not going to be the same stuff, but it is going to be the same look. So we're going to go ahead and first start by priming our face. Can't remember what primer she used, but it was a pore perfecting primer, so I'm just going to use the Mary Kay oil mattifier. Now, this doesn't say it's a primer, but I do use this for a primer a lot, and it does hide the pores. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to get just a dab. Well, if there's any that's going to come out. And go figure. We are going to have to tap it, or we're going to have to go get another primer. And if y'all have any questions about my eye, that is the birthmark. And I've told y'all in the first, I think the first or the second video that I done. So no, I have not been hit. I was raised all through school. Everybody used to ask me all the time, oh my God, who hit you in your eye? But no, it's not. It is a birthmark. And I always put pore perfecting primers on my forehead because, well, I am in my mid to late 30s, so yeah. I'm already starting to show the wrinkles and the signs. And I've already put lotion and everything on my face, so that was already done. I've got a sheet of paper to see, to make sure I'm on the right track there. Okay, now the next thing that she used was, of course, the L'Oreal True Match, and I am using the shade W4 Warm, and this has just about had it, but still. And she also used a brush, and I am going to use my old wore out Wet n Wild flat top, and if you can see, it's been cleaned quite often and quite a lot. And I'm just going to do just a couple of drops, if it comes out. We're going to need a little bit more of that. And of course I had to get one more dot of that because I love a full coverage foundation, but since she didn't go to full coverage, because we are trying to recreate this look best we can. So, and if the lighting is a little bit off, and I love this foundation. This is one of my best foundations. That's why it's a little bit low now. I'm going to have to go and get some more, of course. You know, always make sure I get right around my nose really good. And of course, I always do my ears. And whenever I'm doing it, I like to kind of pull my makeup down because of all the little fine baby hairs that you don't. Okay, now we're going to go to the concealer, and I'm pretty sure Lauren was using NARS Creamy Concealer. But since I don't have that one, we're going to go for the Aurora and Ipsy one that I got in my Ipsy bag, because I am testing this out for a week. I can't wait for you to see the update on that. So we're going to go ahead and use that because I'm still kind of testing it out. And when Lauren does it, she always puts, well, not always, I'm not sure if she always does it or not, but this is her most watched video. And I wanted to start this tag because I want my channel to be a little bit different. And I have thought about a tag. But she just puts a dab on her inner corner and just a dab right there. Or at least in this video she did. Now I think she rubbed hers in with her finger if I can remember right. But I'm going to go ahead and use, this isn't the Beauty Blender. This is the LA Colors sponge. But you know what? It is almost dead on. And this is one of my favorite sponges. And she just blended it out just a little bit up under her eyes. This sponge might have could have been wet just a little bit more. But we're going to make it work. Okay. Concealer is not the best in the world, but you gotta watch to see the review on that one. Okay, now what she did. She used, I think it's the Rimmel London, the matte powder. I'm pretty sure that's what she used. And since I also don't have that one, I'm going to use the Broadway pressed powder in light beige. And this is a mattifying powder, so and tap my brush off, and she did put it everywhere, not just on the T-zone. And you know what? For this to be such a cheap powder, it is one of the best powders I have ever used. I love this powder. It is awesome. You know, they are, the drugstore, they are really, really coming up. They are really up in their game. High end, better watch out, because they are definitely in there. I go again, I tell you all the time not to blow into your products, and I do it all the time. It's like a really bad habit that I have. And okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to contour. Now she done a very light contour, and she only done it on her cheeks. I think she was using the Norzita brush, but I'm going to be using the e.l.f. This is their contouring brush. I believe that's what they call it. It's the contouring brush. And it does have the flat end. And I do not have the bronzer. Matter of fact, it is just the NYC Sunny Bronze, I believe. Or Sunny. It's a bronzer. And it is, you could get it at the dollar store for like $2 or $3. But since I don't have that one, I don't know what I did with it. I did have that one. I'm going to be using one of the colors out of the LA Colors I Love Makeup Contour Palette. And the closest color would be this one on the very end right here. Now that's almost a perfect match to the one she was using. And like I said, she just done a really light contour on her cheeks. So we will go ahead and do that. And she brought her straight down. That is extremely, I feel like that's too dark, but we're going to roll with it. And we will go ahead and blend that out. And what I like to do is I like to rub mine kind of up toward my hair and then like kind of up on my cheek. So that is going to be perfect, I do believe. Not really perfect. Maybe could have used a little bit lighter color. Let's see what we can do with this one. This contour usually isn't that hard to blend in. And just blend it up toward your ears. Okay, now next for the bronzer. I did it again. Oh my gosh, that is. Okay, next we're going to be doing the bronzer. And she had some kind of a bronzer and it had 4 different shades in it. But the only one that I got that is just about like that. And look, I've got tape all over this thing. It broke, but I love it so much that I just taped it up. This is the Physicians Formula Super BB Insta Ready. I know you can't see it from the tape. Maybe on the back. The Filter Trio. And it's a BB powder. But you know what? I have used this because of the colors in it, if you could see. It's got the bronzer and it's got a little pinky tone and a skin tone. And hers was about equal to this. It had a pinky tone, a brown, cream, and something else. But I use this for bronzer quite often. And it is a... Look. Y'all could probably tell me what I just did. But it is an illuminating bronzer. So that is the only one that I've got that was almost like hers. So, and I'm going to use the big... Can't remember what this brush is, but I will let you know at the top. And of course, Lauren don't never wear that much makeup. And she is, I mean, her skin is so perfect. I have no idea how in the world her skin is so perfect. It really is. And the reason I wanted to do this tag is, like I said, I wanted to do something different than everybody else. And Lauren, to recreate one of her looks, I mean, she is so awesome. I've been watching her for years. But I wanted to do something that nobody's ever done. So I figured out a makeup tag of where you would recreate your favorite YouTubers, their most watched tutorial. And this is her most watched tutorial. It's actually, I think, labeled her Natural Prom makeup tutorial. Pretty sure that's what it is. But like I said, I've been watching her for years. And Lauren is just, she is so awesome. I mean, her attitude, she's beautiful. I mean, she is a really good YouTuber. You really need to check her out if you haven't seen her yet. Okay, and now for her blush. Of course, she used the Milani Baked Blush. I have got something on my lip. She used the Milani, I believe it's Luminoso. I will put it at the top if I correct myself. I'm pretty sure it is. Since I don't have that one, I am taking the Makeup Revolution Blush Goddess palette. And I am going to mix, because it is a beautiful pink shade with some pink shimmer. And I'm not sure if you can see these colors that well. But I'm going to take this last color on the end. It's kind of a rose color. That's what it is. Maybe it was rose something. And I know you can't really see it, but this shimmer shade, this is a highlight. This has got a little bit of rose color in it. So I'm going to mix the rose shade with this one. And that is almost an exact dupe. Oh, I'm sorry. I am using a Makeup Revolution. This ain't Makeup Revolution. This I might have to put at the top too. But this is I love this blush brush, or it's actually a contour brush, but since she used a contour brush, I'm going to do the same thing. So we're going to pick up a little bit of that shade and a little bit of that shimmer to make the blush shade. And like I said, it was one of Milani's baked blushes. And she does. She put it all right here. Just beautiful shades she picked out. And like I said, it's supposed to be like her prom, natural prom video. And you know what? Who else to recreate a look than Lauren Curtis? I mean, she is just wonderful. I'm going to kind of put it on top of our cheekbones. And if you could see, because she does not use a highlight in this video, but it does leave a highlight using that blush. So that is just perfect. Okay, next we're going to do our brows. And she used a clear brow gel. She also used a brow pomade, and she also used a brow powder. So I don't have the pomade, I do have the powder, and I use a couple of other things for mine. So I'm just going to do mine like I usually would. And I do have a clear brow gel, which I do always use. So for the powder, I'm going to use the NYC Brunette. This is their brow powder, and it had a wax in it. Of course, I use the wax because I love wax. And I'm going to use the brush on this. I could just look at that. If it wasn't off a little bit, I could do it just by looking in the camera. And brows is one of the trickiest things. It took me years to get this. And don't laugh at my brows, people. I know I went a little bit crazy with them the other day. And of course, I'm trying to give them time to grow back in. And matter of fact, I will be coming out with a brow tutorial on how I do these. Which mine are no way perfect, but a matter of fact, I'm not going to be too perfect with this. Otherwise, this video would take us forever. That went way off the deep end up there. And she's got such a beautiful natural brow. I will try to recreate the hairs and everything like hers. That one is way too long, but we will fix it. That's why makeup is, that's why I love it. You know what? If you don't like it, just take it off. That's it. Just take it off. I'm going to put a little bit of gel. Well, no, I better get done with it. Okay. And this is just a brown eyeliner. And I think this is LA Colors. I'm going to use this to recreate the little brow hairs. Matter of fact, I should have sharpened it, but I didn't, of course. I'm hoping y'all could see this. I'm sorry. I wasn't even paying attention to see if I was looking up. Better put a little bit more on there. Let me go ahead and put the brow gel and the powder. I don't know if she doesn't like that, but I always do this. I always put my brow gel on and then a powder over top of it. And of course, I do not have that much brow hairs because I went nuts with the razor the other day. And I was thinking to myself, man, have you lost your mind? Now I'm going to take my little, I think this is my Ecos tool. It's come in a little travel pack. And this is just the little eyeliner brush. And I love this thing. I use this for eyeliner all the time. Just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful brush. Keep looking up. I'm sorry. I keep looking up to make sure y'all can see. And like I said, this is the first video I've done with absolutely no makeup on. I've done eye tutorials. I'm sorry. Done eye tutorials, and I have never, I'm wanting to do a get ready with me. And this is the first time I've been on camera without no makeup. And I know a lot of people are shocked, like, oh my God, your eye, but that is a birthmark. That is, I guess that's basically why I fell in love with makeup. Because when I figured out that it would cover that birthmark, because I got picked on all through school. And, you know, even walking down the road or going in stores or anywhere today, even today, if I don't have makeup on, people's like, oh my God, who hit you in the eye? And I don't really take offense to it because I know people are curious. You know, everybody's got curiosity in them. I would ask somebody, I wouldn't really ask nobody nothing, but maybe when I was younger, maybe I would have. But I guess that's why I fell in love with makeup, because I knew it covered it up and it kept people from asking questions. It kept people from staring. So I reckon that's how I would put that. Okay, and now for the eye look. Now, Lauren, I love the way, if you've ever watched her eye tutorials, I just love the way she does her shadow. If she uses shimmer shades, she just dabs it on with her finger or rubs it through. That way, the color's not really that strong and intense, but it's just such a beautiful look. And I think that's how she got so famous, is she's just got a unique way of using her makeup. She don't use a lot of brushes. She don't use a lot of, you know, beauty blenders and all that. Most time it's just fingers, and she doesn't use a primer, so I'm not going to use a primer. Matter of fact, it is like 10 o'clock at night, so right after I'm done with this, I'm washing it off anyway, so I'm not going to use a primer. Now, what she done is she used her bronzer for the crease, and she doesn't use highlight, and she didn't use underbrow highlight. Now, since she used the bronzer, and mine's like that trio bronzer, I'm going, or the contour. She used the contour shade, which was the NYC Sunny Bronzer. That's what she used for contour. So this is the shade that matches that, and it is the Ciate London. And this is their Bamboo Bronzer. And if you could tell, it's a beautiful, cool toned. See, bronzers like this, I need mine a little bit warm, but this is a perfect, perfect, perfect contour shade on me. So I am going to take that and I'm going to put it on the NYX Professional Makeup Blending Brush. I'm going to use this and I'm going to get that on there, and I'm going to put this in my crease because she done that just for the shading. I believe. I think that's where she was going with that at least. But she just done it for the shading, so we're going to do exactly what she done. And you know what? If y'all would leave down in the comment section of who your favorite YouTuber is. I mean, there is just so many of them, and there's so many choices these days of, you know, who you watch and who you don't. So I tend to watch the ones that I feel like I could trust. You know, there's just something about Lauren, you know you could trust her. A lot of these other ones, not naming names, I'm not going to go there. But a lot of these other ones, you could tell they're just in it for the money. And matter of fact, I started my channel, and I'm not in it for the money, trust me, because there is no money in it. But I love talking to people. I mean, when I'm at home, when I'm not on camera, I'm the shyest person on this earth. I feel like every time I get on camera, I could open up a little bit more, and I just love it. I love y'all so much. I swear I do. I love knowing. I get so excited when I know I've got a video figured out and I'm getting on. And pretty soon, I'm going to let y'all know a schedule. I'm going to get more on a schedule. I try to do a video every single day, but a lot of times that don't work. So I might have to make a schedule where I would just do maybe 3 or 4 videos a week, or maybe I will upload every day. We'll see how that goes. I really need a new camera, but it is the worst. And when I'm trying to export, I'm trying to learn. I'm learning this stuff. But it took me a little bit to learn, like the editing and the exporting and everything. And like I said, I'm just now starting out, so I will get it right one day, hopefully. I love this bronzer, and it is so little. When I first got it, and matter of fact, it was in a Ipsy Glam bag. I mean, I love this bronzer, and I always used it for contour, and I forgot. It's so little that I put it in a pile where I've got my little single eyeshadows and everything, and I keep forgetting about it, but I need to pull this out and start using it again for contour, because, I mean, it's just perfect. It's not too dark. It's not too warm. And it makes the perfect shadow on your face. Okay, so now what we're going to do, like I said, she didn't use primer. She used Amber Rush, the L'Oreal Infallible Amber Rush for the lid. I'm going to be using, I don't have that one, the Jane Iredale Mineral Cosmetics. This is Supernova. And this is almost as close as I could get to Amber Rush. If you could see that, it is just a beautiful, beautiful color. And again, she does hers with her finger, and I'm going to attempt it at least. But she just rubs it all over her lid, and it is just so beautiful. I hope it don't come out as strong, because hers just looks like it is just placed perfectly and everything. And I've seen her do some intense looks, but this one is just a more natural. This is, like I said, it's labeled her natural prom makeup tutorial, and it is so beautiful, and it is such a natural look, and it is just something so easy where if you're in a hurry, this is the look to do. And I'm like one of those people, if I'm going full glam, but I really ought to think about doing one of these looks every once in a while. So I'm going to dip back into the Ciate London bronzer. And I didn't even show you. This is the crease blending brush, the Wet n Wild. So I'm going to use this one to kind of get and refine the crease just a little bit. Just a little bit better. And this is such an awesome look. Lauren, you go, girl. I love it. And who knows? See, I'm so used to going like full glam, like I said. But you know what? This is so easy, so fast, so beautiful. And I really ought to start doing more of these. And of course, there was some on the outer V. Okay, now she went in with a little bit darker color for the crease. What are doing with it? So what we're going to do is I've got the Makeup Revolution Ultra Eye Contour Palette. Of course, this is the one we done in the tutorial yesterday. We used that little orange shade. We are going to do a little bit darker than the bronzer. So we're going to use this shade right here. That is just a tad smidge bit darker than that bronzer. And we are just going to define our crease a little bit with this and lay it on the outer V. I don't know. I know I'm making the ugly face again. Wow. Just beautiful. She is such a genius, and I don't think she's a makeup artist, but my goodness, why not, Lauren? Go for it. This is just an awesome look. And see, I don't really... Like for me, I don't like to put a lot of dark colors on this eye because of my birthmark. It is dark, so thank goodness it is on my outer V. If I had a birthmark on the middle of my eye, I don't know what I'd do. I reckon I'd be covering it up with some foundation also. Let me go ahead and get those blended out. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to dip back into that color. It was this one on the end, the Makeup Revolution Ultra Eye Contour Palette. And I'm going to load down my brush again. It's this one, the crease blending brush. We're going to dip back into that. We're going to tap it off, and we're going to do our under lash line. We're going to get down there, because she did put that on her lower lash line. And you know what? For prom, this would be just a perfect look. Not too heavy. It's just right. I mean, Lauren knows exactly what she's doing. And just kind of blend it out. Okay. And I'm trying to look in the camera and do this. This is crazy. But you know what? It's actually working. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. Now she used this. I can't remember who made it, but it was called a liquid pencil. And I have got, the closest thing to that is the Aqua Eye Pencil XL Makeup Forever. This is their, I thought it was cold, but apparently not. So this is just it's like a gel eyeliner. And she did put this on her top lid. She didn't do a wing. She didn't do none of that. So she did put this a little bit on the top just to smudge it. Or at least for the lash line to be black. Just a little simple look. Probably should have got something that put out a little bit more color. I love this pencil, but just for the inner. Okay, now I'm not sure. I don't even think she lined her eyes. I will go back and check though before I do the finished look. Okay, now she did use a little bit of mascara volumizing. So the one I'm going to use is the Colossal Volume Express by Maybelline. Maybelline, yes, Maybelline. I don't know why I got this thick one. I should have grabbed another one. But I was just looking at the brush she was using. So I am just going to put a little bit because she did use lashes. So we're going to go ahead and put lashes on. Trying to get it to where y'all see. And another thing I love about watching Lauren is she does use some very affordable stuff. So even though she's got all this great success and everything, she is still using like the NYC bronzer. You get that, you pick that up at Dollar General for, like I said, $2 or $3. And she's just so awesome about that, using stuff that her viewers are able to get their hands on, not these luxury items that a lot of, no, I'm not going to say a lot of YouTubers, because, I mean, you know, they all try to use drugstore products, but a lot of them are just stuck right on high end. And, you know, I used to hate when I'd watch it, and I'd think, oh my God, I can't afford that, you know. And I've always tried to dupe stuff. That's why I've got so much drugstore stuff now, is because I've always tried to dupe stuff so I can do the things that I was watching on YouTube. Okay, now we're going to do our lashes. And I'm just going to go ahead and do one lash on camera, and I'll do the other one off camera because I'm sure you won't want to do those. And I think she's done the red cherry lashes, I believe it was. I just got the LA Colors Dream Lashes. So I'm going to use these. Those are the ones that I picked out that look almost like the one she had. Hold on just. Now I'm pretty sure that Lauren used, I think it was a clear glue. I'm going to be using the Ardell adhesive. Not sure. This is definitely rubbed off. And if you could tell, I don't use it a lot because I don't really like to, not saying that I don't like to wear the falsies, but I don't wear them a lot because I just don't like to take the time. I'm so lazy when it comes to stuff like that. So, let's see. This would be the outer corner. I don't know how in the world people use those. The little tong things, tweezers. Because I just love to use just my hands. But a lot of times, this is about the only time that I'll need a pair of tweezers, when it gets to where it don't want to cooperate. Like, of course, it's doing now. And if I didn't have these nails on, it would work so much better. Okay, so it's X and A on the lashes. I just loaded down some mascara on my eyes. The lashes, time I got off camera to do the other one started popping off, and I was like, oh, that's why I don't mess with them in the first place. So I just loaded down mascara, and it came out halfway decent, even though it looked kind kind of clumped up, but it is very close to the look. Okay, now for our lips. We're on to the lips. And she used three different products. Okay, now the first one, of course, she did liner lips, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And she used, I think it was Too Faced Nude Peach Fuzz Liner, I believe that's what it was. I'm going to be using one of these little LA Colors lip pencils. If you could tell, I love this color. And that is exactly why it is so short. It is a nude, like a bronzy nude. I hate making the ugly face. That actually did work in the camera. I'm sorry I was being quiet while I was doing that. I absolutely can't talk when I'm doing lip liner. Okay, now she had, I can't remember exactly what shade it was, but it's like a pink peachy, just a nude colored lip. And it was a lip cream. And now what she done was she used, I think it was NYX lip cream. Now the closest one I've got to it is the Broadway Colors Butter Matte lip cream. And now this is the fun part. Now when she done this, she just put like 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. And she just kind of smudged it in with her finger, and it come out awesome. Just beautiful, just a beautiful natural shade. Okay, but hers was a little bit more pinky, so I do have the NYX Whip Fouté, I believe. This is in the shade Pink Cloud, and this is a whipped cream. This is one you can use for your lips or a cream blush. This, I've never really used for lips, but a cream blush, I have definitely used it for that, and it is awesome. So I'm going to put a couple dabs of this to make it a little bit more pinky like hers. And I will do the same thing, and we'll just smudge it in with my fingers. It's just such a beautiful color. Okay, now the next thing she done was she laid like this gloss on it, and it was a weird CK1, I think, some kind of something from them. But now I've got this. This is the almost exact shade, the same type, everything. I've got the Kupuchua Butter Lip Balm. It's by Adesi New York, or Ades New York. And this is like a lip balm. I'm just about out. But it's got a little bit of sheen in it. It's more like a chapstick, I would think, or a lip cream. And it's just got a little tint of pink. So she used about the same color, same type, everything. So this is the best dupe. And if you could tell, it didn't alter my lip color. It didn't do none of that, but it did give it that little light tint of pink. And that is the exact same shade she had on. Now, the other thing that she done, which surprised me, because I haven't never used, really seen her use a lot of lip. She did. And she done this clear lip gloss, and it had, like, so much shimmer in it, and I can't remember exactly which brand it was. So, to dupe that, I'm going to use Glossaholic. Now, I believe this is I believe this is Hard Candy, and it's just a lip gloss in Fairy, and it does have a lot, if you could see in there, it looks like big chunks of glitter. Hopefully that's not how it comes out, but hers had a lot of sheen and a lot of glitter, I believe, and it was just a beautiful clear lip gloss. And that did surprise me because I don't really see her using a lot of lip gloss, which I don't myself. Now we'll do the same thing. I'm just going to dip it. Kind of rub it around with the lipstick. And guys, that is it. So that's it. This is the end of the video. I had so much fun doing it too, and I'm so ready to do more makeup tags and challenges and everything. I do have a video coming up where my son's going to be doing my makeup. That should be very interesting. If you want to see me look like a clown, matter of fact, that'd be the one to watch. Now, I don't know exactly when we'll be getting to that one. Whenever he gets time off work, that's when we're going to do it. But this is the finished look. This is the Lauren Curtis Natural Prom Makeup Tutorial. And I think it come out beautiful. I love this look. I love this laid back natural look. Usually when I'm doing makeup, it is out there. I am going full glam, or I'm not going period. But I really love the look, and I think Lauren is awesome. I think y'all should really watch her. And I entice y'all to pass this makeup tag along. Hopefully I'm the only one that's done it. But let's get this makeup tag going around, where you recreate your favorite YouTubers' top watched makeup tutorial. And like I said, Lauren's hits on this. I think she had 9.9 million views on this video, and it was one of her most watched. I think it was her most watched makeup tutorial. So I'm starting the tag, or I hope I'm starting the tag. But let's spread it along, guys, and let's have some more fun on this channel. I'm so ready to get in there and I'm just ready to go out there. Ready to be adventurous. Like I said, I love y'all. I feel like you're my family, and when I get on camera, I feel like I'm at home. So I hope you enjoy the look, and I hope you like and subscribe, and keep watching.